Good morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. Chickens are fed. And this thing has got to move. So a couple years back, I built this for the wife. She was begging me for years for a greenhouse. I said, I'll build you one, I'll build you one. We had a couple different renditions, tried a few different things for the outside. The reinforced poly held up for like a year, and then the sun and the wind over the winter beat it up and just ripped it apart. We did that 2-3 years in a row, and then I finally put the acrylic on the outside, and that's holding up a lot better. Looks like oh, that's just the plastic that comes with it. I guess I never peeled that off. Oh well, good. So yeah, it's holding up good. The stickers are still on it. Yeah, that's just a factory plastic. Good deal. Alright, I'll let that do its thing and whatever. I guess that's protecting the actual acrylic. Anyways, when I asked her, you know, oh, I don't know, where should we stick it? She said, I don't know, just stick it in the best spot. Well, wouldn't you know, I had a different idea than what she thought. I have more of like an engineer's brain, you know, so I was thinking about topographically and geographically the best spot for a greenhouse would be the spot that doesn't get a shadow. Well, we've got all these big trees that make shadows, and back here it's kind of nestled in and it doesn't get blasted so bad by the wind. Well, it's a long way from the hose, which is all the way to the right of that red truck. So getting water out here, unless I'm going to carry 5-gallon buckets of water basically every day in July, because all the plants get really thirsty because it's hot in there, you know, whatever. We burn through a lot of water having a bunch of plants in here. It turned out to be an unsuccessful project because we had a failure to communicate whose greenhouse this was. I don't want a greenhouse. She wanted it. So I didn't put any effort in getting water back here. The buckets of water were too heavy for her. So the plants that were in here dried up and died, basically. So it's gonna move. And the ground is still a little bit too soft. My neighbor has a tractor with forks, but the forks are out at his farm. He's not going to have the forks for a couple weeks yet. I want to get seedlings started for the garden. So my impatience is going to spark a little bit of ingenuity. I have this thing lying around for some time now. This is a steel rod. I turned that into an axle, put some wheels on it, and that was kind of a utility trailer, more or less, that I made out of a big pallet years back, and that eventually rotted and got thrown in a fire pit. But the bearings are still good, tires still hold air, and it just happens to be just about perfect size, I believe. Yep, the steel, it's like exactly perfect. The axle comes to the outside. So what I'm gonna do is bring it inside, all the way to one side. So I'll probably go right there, and I'll lift the greenhouse up, make some blocking for that axle to rest on, so just the bottom of the wheels are sticking out. You know, it doesn't have to lift it up far. The lower, the more stable it's going to be. And then I'll probably put some vice grips on the steel rods so the wheels don't move around. I want them to ride right inside of my sill plate here. Our floor plate. Sorry, carpenters. I'm a mason, whatever. Blow me. Yeah, I'll get that all blocked in so it will carry the load. And then on the outside here, I've got some 8-foot 2x12 laminate scaffolding planks. I'll put some log screws into this outside 2x4 in the center 2x4, and that will carry it out a ways. I might have to block it. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe, I don't know. Essentially turn it into something I can just pick up and walk over there, because it's going to go over by the turbine tower where it is close enough to just pull the hose into, and she can use that to mist without having to drag a hose all the way back here, because that's like 120 feet and I've got big heavy duty hose and that gets heavy too. And whatever, let's just be realistic about our expectations. Just because it's easy for me to drag that hose back here, I can't expect it to be easy for anybody else. And then once it's back here, I mean, it's got to get rolled back before I can cut the grass, and that needs to happen basically freaking 2 times a week because the grass grows absolutely like crazy here. So to be able to more easily maintain and keep up the greenhouse, and for it to be usable, it's got to get closer. And so yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit of redneck engineering here and lift this thing up on the tail side and essentially build a tongue long enough that I can use leverage in my favor. And I'll lift it, and I might need help from the girls pushing, but essentially we'll be able to just wheel it out of here. It might get a little bit hairy right there, but she'll ride. So I don't know, I'm gonna fiddle around for a bit here, and when it's about time to make the trip, I will check back. This should be exciting. So I forgot to record a whole bunch of steps. Well, really not much. I just cleaned the greenhouse out and got the axle in here. You can see, there it is. So the axle goes right to this outside board, and then makes it underneath that guy, and the pin kind of holds it in place there. I cut a little notch in each of these guys that it's gonna ride on, right there and right there. And let's I jacked this up about 3.5 4 inches to allow for the tires to squish down a little bit. So let's see what happens when we, there it goes. Jack is down. We've still got, that's all of 2 inches. It's riding on the tires. Awesome. Yep. That's gonna work. Okay. So now, well, this isn't gonna be a long enough tongue, but yeah, I'll do it on this side because I'll be able to hold it out farther. And I'll get this crap out of here. Well, I'll just show you quick. I'm not gonna check-ins. Come on now, play nice. Oh, she's not wanting to latch because I'm twisting her right now. So because my boards are spaced a little bit closer this way, I'm going to put my 2x12 8-footer on this side, because then I can get as much tongue length out of this side. So that'll be coming out right yonder. Let's pretend this is a 8-foot 2x12. You know, I'll put a bunch of screws through that from both sides. And she's gonna kind of be a little wonky. It's gonna twist a little bit, but it shouldn't twist too much. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't twist too much. If it twists too much, I might need one on both sides and need a helper, I guess. We'll see. I'll get one on like I planned, probably right here, so I don't have to put more holes in the metal. And then we'll see how bad it is with just me carrying it. I can't really count on help and stuff, so I'll probably just find a way to do this myself. That's why that's the plan. We'll see. So I'm gonna go grab that and pin it on real tight. Found a bunch of screws into it from both sides, and maybe I can prop the phone up on something, and we'll see if this is gonna be able to be done. I mean, I'm the damn wheelbarrowing champ. This side of the Mississippi, so I should be able to handle it. All right, we'll check back in a few minutes. All right, got my 2x12. I'm gonna resort to the old Ryobi battery and for a tripod, and hopefully this works. What do we got for review there? Hey! All right, cool. So hopefully you can hear me. I'll kind of holler a little bit. And if it's gonna work, I'm probably just gonna hee-ho and give her as much as I can out of here. I will definitely not record dragging it all the way to where it's going, but we'll see. While I've got the thing up, if I can get it rolling, I'm going to use that momentum and get what I can get out of it. Put that in there as good as I can. And every inch counts here. Bracer low, so I've got some lifting torque and I don't have to do too much with my back. I know I said something about putting them in from both sides. Maybe I lied. But I am putting them in from different directions anyhow. Hopefully that'll fight pretty good. 3, 4. We'll put one more into both of them, eh? Two more into both of them. 3, 4. One through the metal ain't gonna hurt, huh? Alright. Well, let's give this a whirl. Anything that might possibly be in the way, out of the way. Oh, jeez. No freaking problem, bud. Oh, man. Well, I'm hung up on something. Very unlevel ground. I should have maybe blocked her up a little higher. Maybe. Maybe I can improvise. Oh. See if we can improvise on the fly. I'll do that at home, kids. Well, she's kind of heavy. I'll put the jack in it. That's a little much for my back. I'm not gonna be frickin' Superman. that gives me another inch. Hopefully the blocks kind of stay. I don't know if I can get a screw in them. Maybe. I'll try. But you can see, it frickin' worked. Yep. One more. Maybe two more. Okay, maybe. Alright, I think that one bit something. Come on. Alright. Can we proceed? Oh, hell yeah, bud. Too easy. Alright, so I'm hung up on a little thing of weeds, but that actually wheels pretty darn easy. I'm gonna have to wiggle around, but it worked. It's gonna work. I'll show you where she's going, and then I'll get her there and close this video out when it's in place so this doesn't get ridiculous. She's going right over here by the turbine. Thinking since this falls that way, she's perfectly safe. Pretty much right here. A little bit of room from the driveway, another vehicle go past, nice and close to the spigot. We'll be able to, see from the windows and it'll be cool. So, all right, I'm gonna get it over here. All right, a little out of breath. There's a little incline here, so I had to hee-ho her over that. But I made it. Made it just fine. I got her somewhat, actually, look at that, centered with the turbine in between the earth anchors. I got a rubber liner that goes underneath this, so I'm gonna wait to take my wheels and axle out, but I can play with that tomorrow when I got more sunlight. But so the bracing on it will stay till tomorrow. I'll drag the rubber liner over. I'll wheel it out of here, lay the liner down, and wheel it back in over it. Then I can drop it on the ground. I'll have to lift it back up, take my blocking part, and drop it back down tight. She'll be good to go. You know, I might even just set it on a freaking row of bricks. I've got enough bricks, and I'd give it a, I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, there it is. Greenhouse, close to the house, so it will get used. It was a little bit too much work getting water out to it way back there. So awesome. Thanks for watching. God bless you.